Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. It's Megan from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Before I turned on the camera, I was trying to get into your energy, and I saw like it was like sitting on the beach. The water was really calm though, so maybe like a lake. And there were trees that were silhouetted against the full moon. And the light from the moon was coming across the water. And you were like peering into the darkness, but you couldn't really see everything. And so I find myself, but you felt so peaceful and calm about it. So I find myself wondering, is there something you're very calm about, but you just don't see everything yet? Or does this full moon that happens in your, I think your 9th house? No, your 5th house. So it happens in your 5th house. So does this end up revealing something that helps you feel more calm and more relaxed? It is in your house of fun and romance and creativity. So I don't know. So let's see how that goes for you this week. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. I would like to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments. You help me grow my channel, and every time you hit the thumbs up, it makes me feel so appreciated for my time and my energy. So I really appreciate that. Well, that's interesting. I think I want another card. Okay. And just a reminder, if this, if this doesn't resonate for you, make sure you check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. Sun sign is how you feel inside. It's how you view the world. It's the core of you. Your rising sign is how the world views you, and your personality, and your moon sign is how you feel about everything that's going on around you. And there's a lot of feelings to be had because the first 2 cards that came out, you have the 8 of Cups, which is emotionally walking away from a situation that isn't working. And you have the Ace of Cups, which is a new emotional fulfilling beginning, like potential, right? And this one here depicts it as a teamwork kind of thing. And so the one looks like, this one over here looks like, oh my gosh, nobody helps me out around here. I am catering to a lot of people and they're not on the team, and I'm done and I'm going. And this one is part of a team where it's working really, really well. And so I was like, kind of wanted to know in what arena this was about, but honestly, I think that is this happening in your, yeah, okay. So you got home and family situations showing up, and here was the clarifier. We have the 8 of Swords, which in this deck is depicted as that, oh my gosh, I am so overburdened. Look, she just wants to get out. So we have these 2 8s, the 2 8s where they're like, I'm so stressed out and I want out of here. But we have the beautiful Ace of Cups energy. And so I wonder if part of the process of this week is in finding a way to establish boundaries with your family, with your work-life balance, so that you could bring fun into your creativity into your life. This is all about fun and creativity. This is like overburdened and like you're taking on too much. So is this the week with this full moon coming up? Is this the week where you say, okay, look, people, I am one person and I can't do it all, and y'all need to get on the program and you need to start helping me. It kind of looks like that because we walk into the week with this moon in Virgo, and Virgo is all about rules and regulations, right? And detail-oriented stuff, and it's in your 3rd house of communication. And so maybe you're like, hey, here is the list of all the stuff that needs to be done, and I need to know which items on here, pick 2, everybody, that you're going to do or something like that. Because there's this process of discernment that's going on. And so that would be like, okay, I can do this, but I can't handle all of this. Who's going to help with that kind of energy? And then on Monday, there's this energy of fear and stress, and you need to let some of that go. And so are you like now worried that because you've turned over some of the projects to other people, are they actually going to do them? You know, okay, so you need to release control. You need to breathe. You need to let some of this stuff go. And honestly, in most cases, if something doesn't get done, it's not a tragedy. Say that to yourself. It's not always, you know, things can wait. I was talking to a girl today, and she has a little child at home, and she says, you know, it's so funny. Everybody says at work I'm so neat and tidy. My house must be so neat and tidy. She goes, but it's not. I get home and I want to play with my kid. I said, well, that's right where your priorities should be. She goes, tell that to my mom. But it is. Sometimes, you know, the priority should be the family. The dishes can stay in the sink. If you need a timeout and a break and you need to go for a walk because the moonlight's calling you, those dishes sitting in the sink is not a tragedy. This is a tragedy. When you feel like that, like there's just everybody and everything and I just want to throw myself out the window, that's not good. That's not good. Don't let that happen to you. So you have open your heart. Oh, this printing. Your potential for greater love is opening your heart. Blockages and wounds from the past will be healed and you will be met with true passion you seek. This is beautiful. So this week is really an opportunity to bring in this teamwork, this Ace of Cups. So I just really feel like, you know, this can't all be, I don't know who I'm talking to, but somebody needs to hear this. You know, somebody needs to understand you should not be expected to do it all. And in fact, on Tuesday, when that moon moves into the 4th house of home, the moon is in the position of boundaries and personal space. Yours and everybody else's. And then there's this whole willpower thing going on. And this is you like laying down the law and sticking to it. This feels so specific. I am so sorry if this is not resonating. Again, I am going to recommend that if this makes no sense to you, that you check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. The message for you this week might be somewhere else, but somebody out there really needs to hear this. There are Cancers out there that totally need this message. And so I had this problem because I'm a Cancer sun. And I had this problem when my kids were small. And I was trying to keep the house clean. And I was trying to make time for the kids. And so what I ended up doing was I made a cleaning schedule for myself. And so say Monday and Wednesday was the day I cleaned the kitchen. Like really cleaned the kitchen. You know, and then when my chores were done, then the rest of the day we would like go to the park or we'd go to the beach or we'd do something fun. And so I feel like, you know, that's something you could try if that might work for you too. If you don't think you can get everybody on board. So this is gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness and speak with words of love. So in order to establish these boundaries in a way that would be helpful, would be to sit down and say, hey, I need some help. Not, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Nobody ever helps me around here. You'll probably do better with the, hey, I need some help. Here's the list. What can you do to help me out? So in the presentation, it makes a big difference on how you can expect it to, to end up being a good thing or a negative thing, right? And so when this moon moves on Thursday into your 5th house of fun and romance, and it's in Scorpio and creativity, you need to focus on what kind of transformation you want to bring about in your life that is going to make you feel, and this is also the house of children. So this is how do you find the joy and the fun and the creative parts of life. Focus on it and take some action. Take some action. Make a plan. Plan time for a vacation if you need to. What do you need to do to bring back fun and romance and enjoyment of your family And so that you're not feeling like this. This is really hard energy. How do you get to this part? How do you get to the fun and the excitement part? What can you do to bring that back in? Really focus on that. And then take some positive action steps this week and take them in a measured way. Don't stay grounded. Find a way to say things in a way that make people want to get on board and help you. Not because they feel guilty, not because they just want you to stop yelling, but because they genuinely can see that you all are part of a team and you should be working together. Wow, you are the first one to not get the Tranquility card. So is this why you're so stressed out? We have self-employment. You are a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Maybe this is this teamwork thing here too. So maybe you're stressed out at home because you're trying to get a business off the ground and you've got things going on. That will totally do that. Then we have music for manifestation to manifest rapidly. Think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music, and have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Okay, wow. So I feel like we beat the dead horse on why you feel so stressed out. And now they're like, but it's worth it. Just keep going because things are happening. And there's a lot of opportunity out here for you to do this. So you can bring all this in. I just think you need to get a team behind you. I think you just can't be asking yourself to do everything. Find your teammates. If it's in business, find your teammates. If it's at home, find your teammates. You know? Because by the time we get to Sunday, and that moon is in your 6th house, that's all about work-life balance. So take this week and this opportunity of this full moon that's happening in Scorpio on Saturday. Take this opportunity to ease your way into creating that work-life balance for yourself for next week. Let this full moon release yourself from feeling like this so that next week you get to feel like this, right? And you have Imagine. Yep. So best case scenario, what do you want it to look like? What would it look like? Take a look at it really hard this week. Use your imagination. And I think that also means using your imagination in your business. It means using your imagination with creative problem solving in order to create this balance for yourself. Use your imagination. You're clever. You're smart. You can do this. Just speak kindly and gently and ask people to jump in and help you and become part of the team, right? Nobody wants to be ordered onto a team. We want to be invited, right? Okay, let's get you a color card for the week. I think this moon helps you bring balance into your life. Like long-term work-life balance. And I think that will have the opportunity to net for you much more happiness and enjoyment in life. And you have Burgundy. Awaken your passion. Again, this is that 5th house of creativity, romance. If you want to have more time in your life for romance, then create the space for it. There's lots of ways to do it. Be creative. You can figure it out. Okay. I will see you back here. We will break down the full moon a lot more. We'll do that on Tuesday. And until then, you guys have a great week, and we'll talk soon.